I'm gonna go out right now, right at the top of the hour, and I'm gonna say last night a star was born.
Really?
Trevor Eon has been in GCW for 3 or 4 months, and every single time he goes out there, he's been improving. Last night, in his match against Micah Taylor, when the bell rang to start the match, I was of the opinion he did not deserve a GCW championship match. He did not deserve to be in the main event. He did not deserve to be in a match with Micah Taylor. At the end of that match, Trevor Eon, I will go on record right now and say, can be and very well should be a major player in GCW. He I believe it was close to 15 minutes with Micah Taylor, and Micah could dish out, Tracy dished out on the outside, JJ Tanner on the outside, and Remy is absolutely right in the chat room. There were 3 or 4 pin attempts where he was 2 99/100ths away from becoming the new GCW champion. Coming up with new moves that we haven't seen before. He had a vicious DDT on Micah Taylor that I actually thought he had won the match at that point. And when Micah kicked out, I mean, you could see that he was that close. And at the end of the match, as it always happens, ended up tapping out to Micah's crossface in the center of the ring. But Eddie, you missed it last night. That was a main event for the ages as far as GCW history goes. And I will even go so far as to say that that was a pay-per-view quality championship match.
I remember a conversation that took place on this show a few weeks back. I think it was just before Jasper, wasn't it?
May have been.
Where you made the statement that no way, no how does Trevor Eon belong in the same ring with Micah Taylor.
I made that statement. I made that statement again last night on commentary as the bell rang. And I don't know whether he heard me say that or not, or whether someone chirped in his ear about it or not, but I will tell you that, granted, I'm the voice of the underground. Obviously, I have a lot of vested interest in what happens with the underground. I am not above giving credit where credit is due. I've done it with O'Hagan and the Brotherhood, and I will firmly say that he showed me that I was wrong. And I'll admit right here, right now, GCW Radio, 10:05 or 10:06 Eastern Time, 9:06 Central Time, July 29, 2012. Write it down. I admit I was proven wrong last night.
We have that on tape, kids. It'll be on the replay. It'll be on the podcast. However,
I'm not afraid to. I'm not hiding behind anything. I will stand by those words.
It's a joke, Ted. Go with it.
I know. I all day long. I've been tired. I've been dragged.
And you've been playing.
Talking about this match, the adrenaline level I was feeling. What's that?
And your Skype connection showing it tonight too. It happens. Welcome to the world of modern technology. Every once in a while, it breaks down like that.
It's happening.
Yeah. We're going to try to work on that connection on Ted's end of the board. Here we go. We're going to see if this happens all over again. 3, 2, 1, and click, and welcome back.
And let's see if it works this time.
We're going to try it out and see how it goes. It's all live, and we print the first one anyway. Flashback, outtakes, Smokey the Bandit 2. So, we'll leave it at that. First off, I want to go ahead and, I meant to say this at the leadoff. I missed everybody last night. I really wish I could have been there. Extenuating circumstances prohibited my being there. I will see everybody this coming Saturday night in Palmerdale, Alabama. Matter of fact, folks, I want to let you know, we have got 2 huge shows coming up this week. Before we get too far into what's going on what happened in Bell City last night. This Thursday, August the 2nd, we make our move to Phenix City, Alabama, at the Great Skateplex. Hold on, let me turn around to monitor 4, because I get to change that right there. Broadcasting live through BeyondRingside.com, as well as our Ustream and Facebook areas. And for those who see the Ustream feed, guess what? You see the poster. This Thursday night, August 2nd, is going to be a great night of professional wrestling. I'm just going to go ahead and use this term. When G's collide. I think I like that. And this will be a one-time wonder. A GCW unification match. The real deal, AJ Steele. AJ Steele. I've got JJ Tanner on the brain because I was about to text him. AJ, I apologize. You and I know each other, and you know I don't make that mistake very often. We'll be one-on-one with Micah Taylor. I know AJ. I've watched him work. I know Micah. I've watched him work. For those around the Phenix City area, even stretching over into Columbus, Georgia, trust me on this one. You want to make that drive. This entire card, top to bottom, is going to be a great one. We've also got a huge outing coming up this Saturday night, August the 4th. Palmerdale, Alabama, at the Palmerdale Homestead Community Center. Homecoming, kind of, sort of. And for those, actually, let me go ahead and say this. For those who have my personal Facebook account, you probably understand the reason why I am as hoarse as I am right now. So I'll leave it at that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But we're going back over to Pell City from last night. Let me go ahead and slide this one in. And matter of fact, the upcoming television episodes, because I know a couple of the matches that were that took place last night will be airing on GCW TV. And my broadcast colleague, Ted Guinness, along with Mad Dog Dan Sawyer, will have the call, right, Ted?
Yes, we will. I'm not sure which matches are going to be there, but, we did the thing last night. Definitely a different experience. You know, we've talked about the chemistry that you and I've had in the past since I jumped on and started this. It's definitely different. I will fully admit it, but enjoyable.
I lost you halfway through that.
What was the last thing you heard?
We're going to start doing the show in closed captioning. That'd be the easy way to do it. Now, a situation that has me intrigued coming out of last night. We have not seen him for a little while for one reason or another. Cody O'Connor. And last night, Jeremy Foster took on Tommy Gage. First off, if you will, if you want to go ahead and recount the match a little bit, Ted.
Yeah, Jeremy Foster, Tommy Gage going at it tooth and nail. Tommy Gage had a lot of control in the match, pretty much throughout the entire match. Jeremy Foster starts making a comeback, and it looks like he might actually win the match. And then who shows up around ringside but Cody O'Connor distracts Jeremy Foster. Tommy Gage fights back. Jeremy Foster got the win. Give him credit for that, but then I'm going to say a vicious 2-on-1 double team attack after the bell rang, and that left Jeremy Foster laying. Well, I've made mention in the past that these issues may not be over between the two, and last night just proved the fact these guys are still on a collision course.
Yep. I just have to wonder, with Cody playing the games that he is, like I said, gone for a minute, all of a sudden, poof, guess what? Hi, I'm back. And Jeremy, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm just wondering how crazy it's going to get when Cody and Jeremy finally face each other. Ted?
That one's going to be, whenever this match happens, in a one-on-one setting, I don't know if it's going to be just one-on-one, if it's going to be have any weird stipulations in it or not. That match has the potential of stealing any show that it gets put on. And, Jeremy has been on a roll a little bit. He won the Battle Royal and is now the number one contender for the GCW TV title, as I understand it. And he put on a very good showing against very stiff competition last night with Tommy Gage, who incidentally, and I noticed this every time somebody new comes in GCW and wrestles one of the GCW athletes, whether it's Tommy Gage, whether it's Angelina Rush, whether it's Pandora coming back. They seem to, the first match, it's almost like they don't really know what to expect. The second time out, they step up that intensity level because they know
do me a favor, hang tight for a second, full screen.
He was solid last night, and Jeremy able to get the win.
Do me a favor, hang tight for just a second, folks. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
When planning your next party or special event, insist on the best. Full Range Entertainment is a professional entertainment company providing a full range of services. From professional disc jockeys and MCs to catering and photography, when the details of your special day must be perfect, call us first. Wedding receptions, corporate parties, school functions, birthday celebrations, and more. We also have Birmingham's largest selection of karaoke tracks available. With over 40 years combined experience, Full Range Entertainment can provide you with the talent and professionalism you need and deserve to make your next event one you'll never forget. For more information on the full range of services we offer, call 533-HITS. That's 533-HITS. Or check us out on our website at fullrangeentertainment.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Seacrest for RAD. Over 300 people in this country are killed every week by a drunk driver. That's the equivalent of 2 747 plane crashes every single week. And the problem isn't going away unless we all do our part to stop it. So if you see someone who's about to drive after drinking, get the keys. Don't leave it up to anyone else. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service announcement brought to you by RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
8. I deliver your Sunday paper every week.
7. We work on the same floor.
1 in 8 Americans is struggling with hunger.
6. Our kids walk to school together every day,
including millions of children and seniors.
5. We chat in the elevator at work sometimes.
4. I'm your cashier at the grocery store.
Who's the 1 in 8 in your life that needs help? You can make a difference through Feeding America at feedingamerica.org/1 in 8. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Most days go by without a whole lot of surprises. But what if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life, as you know it, has completely turned on its head? Would you be prepared? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, be ready. Get a kit. Make a plan. Be informed. Learn how at www.ready.gov. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Ad Council.
The odds of becoming a signed artist and having 3 #1 albums? 1 in 100 million. The odds of going on to win 6 Grammy Awards? 1 in 1.4 million. The odds of this performer having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 110. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Ozzy Osbourne. For many years, I've had a drink problem, and I'm trying to battle that problem every single day. But one thing I don't drive my car when I'm drinking. I get someone to drive me. Do not drink and drive. It's the stupidest thing. If you drink, just don't drive. Not only are you going to hurt yourself, you may hurt some other person, and you wouldn't want that on your conscience, would you?
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Anything can happen and everything does. Welcome back in, 17 after the hour, right here on GCW Radio. Fast Eddie Layne over here.
Ted Guinness over here in the Great American Media Entertainment Studios, where 60% of the time it works 100% of the time.
There you go, and half the time I know 1/3 of what you're saying.
Exactly.
I love math. I really do. Now, we were talking about Jeremy Foster and Tommy Gage for a second there last night. We're making the reference to Cody O'Connor jumping up on the ring apron, and, Gage tried to take advantage of it, go for the rolling reverse, and then, lo and behold, Jeremy was still able to kick out, even though it looked like Gage was actually trying to pull the trunks. From that vantage point, immediately thereafter, and you and Mad Dog had the call where Jeremy Foster turned it around and caught the small package.
Yeah. Kind of out of nowhere, and Jeremy's definitely taken 2 steps up in his game, because I think about a month ago, if that had happened, he wouldn't I don't think he would have had the wherewithal and the presence of mind to be able to reverse the situation, as it were, and get the small package. He may have tried to kick out, get back to his feet, go for another big move or whatever, which may have cost him the match. Last night, he took advantage of the situation.
And Cody definitely took advantage of the situation after after the match was over with, Cody O'Connor threw off the shirt, made his way into the ring, and he and Tommy Gage managed to do a 2-on-1 attack on Jeremy Foster. From that vantage point, I was also able to take a look and see different things that occurred throughout the. I'll give you the reason. We had a video crew set up, as well as the Beyond Ringside mobile cam was set up last night. So I did have a chance to catch a little bit of the video coming out of the show from last night. So, and Ted's working on the Skype connection over there. We're having a little bit of trouble on the website this evening. So thank you, everybody, for sticking with us. Saying hello to Hot Ice, Remy, Daryl B over in the chat room right now. Remy, I'm beginning to believe actually there is a possession of Bobcat Goldthwait somewhere in Ted's situation right now. But I noticed the knee drop that Cody landed on Jeremy, and that in itself looked like it could have possibly broken or dislocated his jaw, depending on exactly how hard he came down on that specific part of his face. But I really have to sit back and say, right now, the way things are looking, Cody O'Connor, I don't think can actually handle a straight-up one-on-one situation with Jeremy Foster. And that's something that's got a lot of people talking about this situation. However, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Hang on one second. We're going to swing back around to 4. Back around to 1, because I have to go past 4 to get to 1. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11.
It's me.
Huh?
It's me.
There you go. 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, I had to, I figured, the miracles of modern technology are vastly overrated. I think I'll go back to the Stone Age and actually use a landline phone.
There you go. I will find a way to put that. I'm going to go ahead and slide that number into the Skype connection real quick. Now, I was talking about, catching up after the rolling, after the inside cradle or small package. And then from that vantage point, Cody taking advantage of the situation, and he and Tommy Gage, and the 2-on-1 attack on Jeremy after the match.
Yeah, Tommy Gage, I think his frustration was the fact that he got caught when he was overly confident, thought he was going to win the match, lost the match, and so he was, venting some frustrations. But Cody O'Connor was out there to send a message. And I don't think he cared one way or the other whether Tommy was there or not. He was out there to send a message, and that is, I haven't forgotten about you, and I'm going to make you feel that tomorrow morning.
Now, moving on, considering everything going on in the ladies division, we had a new face last night in Pell City, Alabama.
Yes, we did. Nina Monet.
Yes. And one-on-one with Calm Like a Bomb Pandora. Of course, Pandora managed by the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis. Once you get to know him, it's really kind of hard to say the name without putting the little gimmick in front of it.
Yeah, I was actually surprised I was able to get that out last night. I got both of his little tags out last night.
The Architect of Intellect and the Oracle of Ominous.
Yes.
And Nina Monet gave a relatively good accounting of herself last night. I think, being in Pell City for the first time last night, it can be a little bit intimidating to a lot of people in this business, because Pell City, while not exactly the biggest venue in the world, it does have a great feel to it, to where when you come in for the first time, you feel like you're really walking into somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's there's something about that, and I'm going to go ahead and call it an arena. There's something about that arena that The acoustics in there, everything reverberates. It amplifies the crowd noise, and that translates into a ton of adrenaline to the people that are in the ring, even to us. We get caught up in that as well. And I think Nina Monet was definitely feeding off of that. And Pandora, I know she didn't like it too much. The crowd was definitely anti-Pandora, and of course, Wicked Nemesis was looking spiky again last night. But that was for a ladies match, and I've said this on commentary. I don't know if that match is going to make TV or not, but I said this on commentary. One company has their divas.
Yeah.
Another company has their knockouts.
Yeah.
We have women professional wrestlers, and they showed that last night.
Now, last night, Pandora victorious over Nina Monet. Very hard-hitting match. Like I said, the Beyond Ringside camera was there last night. The mobile cam was there last night. And I've managed to take a look at the footage from the event, and for the majority of the event, and caught the Pandora-Nina Monet match. And Pandora is stepping it up that much more. Now, a lot of people know about the situation between Pandora and Tracy Taylor before last night. But it looked like, and I know that Pandora and Tracy have had some serious fights.
Yes, they have.
And
which has also been documented on GCW television.
Yes, it has. But last night against Nina Monet, now there is a background, there is a history with Pandora and Monet. There is something, they make it very obvious, they make it very clear in social media that Pandora is one of the ones who trained Nina Monet, or is training Nina Monet. And Monet, according to Pandora, disrespected Pandora and is disrespecting her leadership and her abilities as a teacher. And last night, Pandora just looked like she was on a mission, did she not?
Yeah, she not only looked like she was on a mission, but she looked like she was wanting to, slap the taste out of Nina Monet's mouth, and she very well may have done that a couple of times in that match.
A couple of times, because there were some shots thrown by Pandora. Now, Nina Monet got her shots in as well, so she showed that she was not afraid to take a punch, and she was definitely ready to throw a punch at the drop of a hat. But after the match, very interesting circumstance, right, Ted?
Yeah, Tracy Taylor, the Island Girl, one of the trainers of the Underground, comes out and actually makes a challenge. Well, first of all, she was going to introduce herself to Nina Monet and then realized that Nina Monet really didn't deserve an introduction. So she starts talking to Pandora about, this is her ring, her house, but maybe there are other women that might want to start getting into Global Championship Wrestling, and, well, why not have a special challenge match upcoming where Tracy Taylor and Pandora will put their issues aside and team up together against Nina Monet and a partner of her choosing at a later date.
I have the exclusive. Saturday night, August the 18th. Folks, this is one you are not going to want to miss. The combination of Tracy Taylor and Pandora still sounds weird saying that. It really does. Nina Monet has found a tag team partner. I got word from the boss about 30 minutes before airtime. And it has been signed. Teaming up with Nina Monet that night will be the multi-time National Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Tasha Simone, a part of Simply Perfection. Tasha Simone will be teaming with Nina Monet Saturday night, August 18th in Pell City, Alabama. Now, I'm going to say this. For those who know me from beyond ringside, and for those who have listened, Tasha Simone is a definite force to be reckoned with. I watched Tasha Simone and Pandora go for a legitimate 30-minute match. And it was a solid match. Tasha Simone is not only a pure professional, but she is also a great leader. She's, like I said, a multi-time NWA Women's World Champion. This will also be someone that Nina Monet can pick up some very valuable lessons from. So, as you said a few minutes ago, Ted, that other company can have their divas. That other company can have their knockouts. This will be Major League Women's Professional Wrestling. Tag team action. Tracy Taylor, Pandora, Nina Monet, and Tasha Simone. This will be one that you do not want to miss. And GCW has got it on Saturday, August 18th. We're going to be covering that match a little bit more as the weeks go by. But I just wanted to go ahead and let you know, yes, the boss put it all together. He got everything was signed. It's like, wow, we got this done this fast? And I can't get a bottle of water in under 2 hours at the Pell City Civic Center. Holy nutmeg. But before we go any further, Ted, your thoughts?
Just wait and see. That's about the best I can give you. Wait and see. That's going to be a great match.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of great and hard-hitting matches, let's go and keep it on PC for 1 minute. Last night, Falls Count Anywhere. Showtime Shane Fox and the Psycho Circus.
That one lived up to its hype. That was, wow. All over the arena, hard-hitting. I mean, when these guys were hitting each other, you could hear it all the way from one end of the arena to the other. And, you know, the interesting thing is, Shane Fox started playing a little games with the circus and hit Billy Bob. Billy Bob was nowhere to be found during that match until the end when Circus found where Shane Fox hit it. And Shane Fox paid the ultimate price. But, you know, it's not about just Billy Bob. It's about the fact that they used the arena to their advantage. The case in point, Circus actually threw Shane Fox into the wall at one point, and Fox's head hit the wall. I thought he was legitimately knocked out. Mad Dog actually was looking like, you know, making sure that he was breathing. You know, it was that scary of a moment. But that just goes to show you the level of intensity that these two have going right now and how deep this blood feud is between Shane Fox and the Psycho Circus.
And there was a moment during the match, not meaning to detract from the seriousness. We've had situations in the past where there have been certain individuals in stereo where available. We've had stereo El Professors. We've had stereo Howard Crosses. We even had stereo Eddie Laynes. We've had stereo Psycho Circuses. And last night we had stereo Hot Ices.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that one. I to be honest with you, I didn't even notice that until it was brought up to me actually at some point today that Remy had dressed up as Hot Ice.
Okay, Remy normally sits about 11:45 directly across from the broadcast position. And actually from your chair it'd be 12 o'clock. Hot Ice normally sits about 2:45 to 3 o'clock from where the broadcast table is. Yeah, 2:25. Because 3 o'clock...
And 47 seconds.
And there you go.
I mean, if you want to get specific, let's get specific.
And I saw the picture. It was there was one, I was tagged in part of it, or it was posted on my page. I loved it. Tremendous. Rem, you did it again. Congratulations, dude. You know, and I make the statement on more than one occasion that I genuinely feel that we have some of the coolest fans right down here with Global Championship Wrestling. It's more than a feeling. I know that for a plain and simple fact. You know, Remy said they should have changed places last night, that he paid the price. And it was Rem Ice that got picked up and thrown around like a rag doll by Psycho Circus, and I felt bad for you for a minute there, buddy. It's like, but Psycho's got a target on you. I really think he does, and I don't know what it is, but the circus is just like locked in on you for a couple of times, because I've watched him give you that evil look that would normally make, you know, Mount Rushmore say, tag, we're out. That's not all the picks. Yeah, hopefully we'll see a couple more coming out of that scenario. But coming down to it last night, what would you say the time span was being inside and outside the ring?
If I had to do it by percentage, I would say maybe 15% in the ring, 85 outside.
Yeah.
No, wait, there's that 85% number. That was completely, unintentional.
Yeah.
But it was. Yeah, it was most of it was took place outside the ring.
Yeah.
And both men definitely felt it toward the end of the match. They had to have, because first of all, you do not get thrown into a brick wall and walk away feeling like everything's okay.
You know, I wonder, and this has been something that has been on my mind. We've seen the first circular object come out. He now has the second circular object. I just wonder when the next one is going to come out, so that he can actually bring them all out at the same time, and that he actually has a 3-ring circus.
Oh, that was bad.
No, it wasn't.
That was horrible.
No, it wasn't. I have no voice, therefore I have no timing, therefore I have no ability to get the point conveyed properly. That's a crock of crap. We know better than that.
No, that was just a bad pun.
But I think it makes sense. He would be the 3-ring circus.
Yeah, it could be.
Sometimes I just think he needs to be put in a straitjacket.
He is Psycho Circus. They don't call him Psycho for no reason.
Very true. Folks, do me a favor. Hold that thought. We're going to go take a quick commercial break, and we will be back right here on GCW Radio. Really, we will. Right after this.
Let me try.
Okay, just remember what I showed you.
Yep. There was a bunny who had one big ear and another big ear. They looped, made a bow, and the bunny hopped away. I did it!
Oh, good job, kiddo. Now let's tie your other shoe.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 1-877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by adoptuskids.org.
I don't know how to talk like a parent. Don't make me come back there. You see what I mean? It's pretty awful. Try it again. Don't make me come back there. Now that's pretty good. That one kind of sounded like my dad. Weird.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit adoptuskids.org for more information. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Joe Perry and Steven Tyler of Aerosmith for Red. You know, it's okay to rock and roll and party down. Just don't get in that 2,000-pound bullet when you're done and cocked. And please don't drink and drive. I'm the one that jaded you.
A reminder that friends don't let friends drive drunk. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council, U.S. Department of Transportation, National Association of Broadcasters, and RAD.
You must be
Your fairy godmother? Yes.
It doesn't take a fairy godmother to tell you that the right fit means everything.
Good heavens, child. You can't go in that.
Children under 4'9" need to be in a booster seat because they aren't ready for adult safety belts alone. Remember that 4'9" is the magic number, and get your little pumpkin there safely in a booster seat.
Oh, thank you.
For more information, visit boosterseat.gov. This has been a message from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Charlie.
Hey, did you see that play last night?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and they still lost.
Sure.
You know, when I was playing, what we tried to...
You played in the street.
I played in the service. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is the kid, he should have...
Yeah, Hey, you okay? Someone call 911!
2 out of 3 people with diabetes die of a heart attack or stroke, but you can lower the risk. Ask your healthcare provider how. For more info, go to diabetesactnow.org. Brought to you by the American Diabetes Association and the Ad Council.
Hey parents, introducing the Communicizer. Go from boring old man speak.
Oh, I'm here if you want to talk.
To 100% off the chain.
Text me whenever, yo.
I love you, Dad.
Communicizer is not available in stores because it doesn't exist. But that's okay. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Emily Richards for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving. One person's negligence shattered my life in a single instant. You see, my little sister Annie was killed by a drunk driver. Please, remember those you love. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
My name is Mary Crafts, and this is how I live united. I spent the last 24 years serving others in my catering company, but I felt that a huge part of our community was still being underserved, those invisible children and young families. With United Way, I advocate for them any way I can. As a volunteer, I go into people's homes and assess mother and infant well-being and help bring change and opportunity into their lives. Nothing feels as good as helping, so I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Drew Brees, NFL quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, here with Bugs Bunny to remind you to get moving every day.
Because when you get moving an hour a day,
you fuel your body and your mind.
So what do you like to throw around the football like Drew?
Skateboard, ride a bike, or dance in your room.
Just move it your way.
And be a player.
Get up and play an hour a day, Doc. Check out how to be a player at letsmove.gov.
Head online to get tips on great ways to get moving every day.
At letsmove.gov. A message from the Ad Council and HHS.
As a mother, I'm making it a point to get the H1N1 flu vaccine for my children. You see, children are especially vulnerable to serious complications from the H1N1 flu, which could lead to hospitalization and even death. That's why I'm urging parents to get their children vaccinated. Vaccination is safe and is the most effective way to prevent the flu. Get the facts at flu.gov. Together, we can all fight the flu.
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
The music plays, the microphones go hot, and we are live on a Sunday night. Welcome back into GCW Radio. Fast Eddie Layne, behind the control panel. Ted Guinness. I almost said Ted Nugent. Come on back in.
Right about now, I'd actually prefer Ted Nugent over being Ted Guinness because I would be rich, famous, and probably eating a nice rack of baby back ribs.
Either that or deer meat.
I'm not too partial to venison.
However, Nugent is one heck of a hunter. You got to give him credit for that.
Oh, that's true. Bow hunting too.
Yeah.
Not an easy thing to do.
No, it's really not.
But that'll be another show on Wednesday night at 3 a.m. I'm sure.
Been meaning to say something. We have brand new GCW Tag Team Champion.
Yes, we do. No longer is Aiden Solo the only man qualified enough to carry... Well, he is still the only man qualified enough to carry both halves of the GCW Tag Team Championship. But he now has a partner who I believe is a official tag team champion.
Yep, he is.
And that is the Mystic Mudbone.
Yeah, I was sitting in studio this afternoon, like I said, about 30 minutes before showtime, and was in the middle of a conference call. Tried to get you, but your Skype wasn't working. And we'll get you the conference notes. You'll get the memo.
Oh, that'll be a first. I never get the memo.
No, you just got to read the memo, Ted.
You know what I think it is? All the memos go into my junk folder in my email. I may need to change my email rules on that.
Well, you need to add GCWmedia@yahoo.com to your allowed list.
Oh, that's what it is.
There you go. The Mystic from San Monique, Mudbone. This was actually a very complex negotiation. Because when I talked to the boss earlier today, a number of different factors have been put into play. Number one, there was a strong recommendation that was put out there by Xander Stone. Xander's exact words were, "The guy's nuts. I can barely understand him, but he knows what he's doing." And that was one factor in the negotiation process. You know, I'm sure that Micah and Xander, we've said it before, Aiden has this self-confidence that spans the millennia, or millennium, and flies like a falcon, that he feels that he should be allowed to defend the tag team championship solo. No. You know, I can understand the Freebird rule, the Brotherhood rule, the Underground rule, the Soldiers rule, the Golden rule, reading, wrestling, arithmetic. The 3 R's. But once again, in the interest of competition and in fairness, there's no way that Solo could maintain, especially when he hadn't really defended them. That's why the mandate was put out there last night for the belts to be defended. And it's not...
Which I have no problem with.
It's not the fact that Solo wasn't really paying attention during the conference call earlier in the week. I can tell that. I think he was playing GCW 2013, the new video game that doesn't even exist. So I'd like to find out where his head really is. But when everything was put into play and the final call was made last night by the front office, I'd signed off on it Thursday. I knew. I wasn't particularly thrilled about it, but by the same token, I also felt that Mudbone, and O'Hagan's probably going to have something to say to me about this, but O'Hagan was not the least bit interested in teaming with Solo. Mudbone wanted to fight. Mudbone doesn't like anybody. I don't care who you are. He's teamed up with Equalizer. He doesn't like Equalizer. He's been a part of Team Apocalypse and he can't stand Howard C. Cross. And you know, we both know that he's had a little bit of headache with both Critters and with Amos Moses over the course of the last year, right?
Absolutely.
So, and Mudbone does understand, beyond any shadow of a doubt, the value of gold, i.e. championship gold. So, I don't think last night was going to technically be an audition either way. Because I have a feeling that if they would have lost, that Solo would probably still be in low orbit. Because Mudbone would have thrown him there. And got
he might be in low orbit right now because I think Mudbone may have thrown him there. I don't know. I mean, I didn't know. Okay, again, I did not know that Mudbone was going to be his partner. I had no idea. Apparently, you guys knew about it, but either decided to keep me in the dark about it, and just to really just rub one, into the wound, as it were, just to see me squirm on stage. But when Mudbone came out, my jaw hit the floor, and then it occurred to me, Mudbone is the perfect choice, I think, to be the second half of the GCW Tag Team Champions. He has worked with the Underground, namely Xander Stone, before. He understands the process and the way that the Underground does things. He may not like Aiden Solo, but he likes GCW Tag Team Gold.
Yep.
So because of that, any friction that may occur between Aiden Solo and Mudbone, I think is going to be stemmed just because of the fact that Mudbone wants to keep that title.
Mm-hmm. And when the conference call took place earlier today about whether or not Mudbone would be sanctioned as one half of the tag champions, it is official. He will be, and is.
Well, there you go. Now we got to come up with a new name for him.
Yeah, Mystic Millennium.
That's not bad.
Thank you. But well, you can't call it A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, or Return of the Jedi. So, how many Star Wars jokes can we make about Aiden Solo's name? Give me time. But, and for the love of God, if anybody says anything about Jar Jar Binks, I swear I will kill you. And I mean that in the nicest possible way.
At least I was thinking about it.
I'll kill you. Hold on. Do me a favor.
That's payback for you not being there last night.
Do me a favor. Just lean
now we're even.
Now lean your head a little bit closer on the phone, okay? Ready?
Okay. Yep.
There.
Ow.
And one more for good measure.
Oh.
Okay. The secrets of radio fighting. I'll tell you about those one of these days in the memoirs. But no, I actually do kind of like that Mystic Millennium.
That's not too bad. I don't know how Aiden's going to take it, but that's not too bad.
Yeah, you know, hey, what the heck. Hold on. Tell you what, let the Wookiee win. I don't know. That may not always be a good idea because I think I can run faster than he can punch. But, no, seriously, though. And they did a great job of exploiting situations. Going after the leg of Critter, working on the knee, working on the ankle, going after Amos Moses while Scrub Critter was hurt. Solo may have been in shock and awe because of Mudbone and the sheer veracity that this man has when it comes to being in the ring. I have said this before. I am scared of very few people in our industry. Mudbone actually does scare me to the point where I will get out of his way. The man has got strength that a lot of people have not even begun to tap and scratch the surface of. And the fact of the matter is, I think that this could be a tremendous learning experience. And yes, I'm saying this in public. A tremendous learning experience for Aiden Solo. Because you have go ahead.
I was going to say, how so?
Because Mudbone is a tried and true veteran. He is a former tag champion. He is a former heavyweight champion. He's got the credentials, the experience, and you've seen him wrestle. He's got the knowledge. He's got the intensity. He's got the wherewithal to win at all cost. Even more so, and I would parallel, and you may argue with me on this, I will parallel his intensity and his ferocity to Micah Taylor any day of the week. You can agree or disagree.
I got to agree with that. First of all, I don't associate with Mudbone. I don't go anywhere near him. His locker scares me. You know, if you've ever seen the movie Major League with Serrano and
yes.
and the voodoo in his locker, you know, that's pretty much what Mudbone has in his locker.
Jobu.
And I am not stealing his cigars or rum, just to put that out there, because I don't need any of that Mudbone mojo coming my way. But you're right. When it comes to being in the ring, I honestly see a lot of similarities between Mudbone and Micah Taylor as far as the intensity, the physical strength, and the willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
And I'm going to go ahead and say this, and I'll play this card. When we were going through situations where different people wanted to step up and challenge Micah, I approached Mudbone with that idea. He looked at me, he smiled, and he laughed. I now understand it a little bit more. I'm not going to say that Mudbone was a mole. I'm not going to say that Mudbone is pro or anti-underground. I know Mudbone does things on his own time schedule. And that's the easy way to say it. But as it stands, is Mudbone going to be an official part of the underground? Are y'all going to accept him with open arms, or is he still his own free agent?
I don't have any information about that at this point. That's really a call that comes down to one person. Well, technically two. Micah Taylor to make the offer and Mudbone to accept the offer. I don't know if Mudbone would accept an offer just because, you know, he's been a part of the Howard C. Cross group. He's been a free agent. He just doesn't like anybody. I don't know if him fitting in with the underground would be good for underground chemistry, and two, I think he would just be too much of a wild card in the locker room. That's my opinion as far as being in the underground. But on the other side of that coin, I see a lot of advantages to having him there. Vicious competitor, someone that has no qualms about throwing a fireball in someone's face when someone deserves it, or even when they don't deserve it.
Right.
And I think he would be a tremendous enforcer in that role. So, it's a 50-50 coin flip, in my opinion. But again, it comes down to Micah Taylor wanting to make the offer and Mudbone to accept it.
A couple of things I want to hit on before we go to the top of the hour. Number one, brand new GCW television champion, the one-man swarm, the Inhuman Fly, last night, defeating Super Shinobi.
And that was an ungodly match last night. We'll cover that more later.
Yeah. And last night, O'Hagan made the statement last week on this show that he took Cassidy Riley very serious. And it showed. Last night, O'Hagan defeating Cassidy Riley, one-on-one contest. And that was probably one of the most solid back-and-forth matchups that I have genuinely seen. I mean, Cassidy Riley gave a tremendous account of himself. O'Hagan gave a tremendous account of himself. And, I meant to say something when we were doing predictions. And I'm not sure if I really did because I didn't go back and listen. O'Hagan and Cassidy Riley reminds me of a classic football matchup where you've got two great teams taking the field, and it's going to come down to the factor of who has the ball last that can make that push to the end zone that's going to win. And I'm not saying that O'Hagan was lucky in any regard whatsoever, but I'm just saying it was a very hard-fought victory that came down all the way to the fourth quarter. Agree or disagree?
100% agree on that one. And your analogy, with the football analogy, I think is 100% dead on.
Tell you what, folks, let's go ahead and take that top of the hour break. We're going to be back in 5 right here on GCW Radio. Stay tuned.
Start your engine. Hi, this is Eric Darnell.
This is David Reagan.
Jamie McMurray. This is Carl Edwards here for RAD, the entertainment industry's voice for road safety.
Want to make a difference? It's simple. Be responsible.
Plan ahead. Designate before you celebrate.
Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
When planning your next party or special event, insist on the best. Full Range Entertainment is a professional entertainment company providing a full range of services. From professional disc jockeys and MCs to catering and photography, when the details of your special day must be perfect, call us first. Wedding receptions, corporate parties, school functions, birthday celebrations, and more. We also have Birmingham's largest selection of karaoke tracks available. With over 40 years combined experience, Full Range Entertainment can provide you with the talent and professionalism you need and deserve to make your next event one you'll never forget. For more information on the full range of services we offer, call 533-HITS. That's 533-HITS. Or check us out on our website at fullrangeentertainment.com.
The biggest bands in rock, the wildest stage shows on earth, the biggest live event of the summer. Everybody's gonna move their feet. Kiss and Motley Crue. The Tour 2012. It doesn't get any better than this. July 31st, Oak Mountain Amphitheater. 2 iconic bands, 1 historic tour. Kiss, Motley Crue. July 31st, Oak Mountain Amphitheater. Reserve seats are on sale now. Buy tickets at livenation.com or charge by phone at 800-745-3000. Kiss and Motley Crue. Buy tickets at livenation.com.
Hi, I'm Drew Brees, NFL quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, here with Bugs Bunny to remind you to get moving every day.
Because when you get moving an hour a day,
you fuel your body and your mind.
So what do you like to throw around the football like Drew?
Skateboard, ride a bike, or dance in your room.
Just move it your way.
And be a player.
Get up and play an hour a day, Doc. Check out how to be a player at letsmove.gov.
Head online to get tips on great ways to get moving every day.
At letsmove.gov. A message from the Ad Council and HHS.
It is with sound mind and body that I, James Fredericks III, after fighting with all direct family members for decades, leave my entire fortune of $32 million to the one friend I had in the end, the package delivery guy, Matt Songer.
Woohoo! Yeah! I had a feeling about this. I'm rich! Oh, this cannot be happening.
Actually, it's not happening.
What?
And it never will.
I don't get it.
There aren't even people here. That's just one of those murmuring sound effects.
Seriously?
Listen, if you want to have money in your future, don't rely on luck. Put $10 away each month. Cook once in a while instead of eating out.
Okay.
Pay down your high-interest credit cards.
Right.
Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow.
So, no inheritance?
No. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas.
Feedthepig.org.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
And just to be clear, no inheritance, right?
Remember when your neighbor found us naked in the car, and the time some outdoor action got us kicked out of the park, getting frisky in the dark. I gave your eye a poke. Think the dog is in the bed. Do I smell smoke? You and me. We never, ever, ever give up.
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Visit bedsider.org to compare all the choices. Brought to you by Bedsider and the Ad Council. Bedsider.org.
Ranger Station.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting in the forest. 1 second, I'm having a smoke. Next thing I know, I'm face to face with Smokey Bear. Wow. And he told me it only takes one spark to start a wildfire.
Did you know 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans?
I had no idea.
That's why Smokey's famous and you're not. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptUsKids.org.
I know more about cooking dinner for a party of 12 than about packing a lunch for a 12-year-old. I know kids like things like fish sticks. Fillets, I get, but sticks? Maybe we can just compromise on mac and cheese. Can you make that with Brie?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit adoptuskids.org for more information. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Foreclosure is hard on every member of the family, but your family is not alone. If you're struggling with your mortgage, there is help. To learn about the government's Making Home Affordable program, visit makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE to speak to a HUD-approved housing counselor. It's free of charge. Visit makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE today. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, NeighborWorks America, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Joe Elliott from Def Leppard for RAD. Planning on going out and having a party? Great, have a lot of fun. But do me a big favour and don't blow it. Always choose a designated driver. Remember, music lives. You should too.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Hello, this is Robin Zander.
Hello, this is Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick for RAD.
Some people think it's fun to drive drunk, but that's unacceptable.
Be smart. If you drink,
don't drive.
Think ahead and choose a designated driver. Remember, music lives, and so should you.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey, but people in this town call me Maniac. They call me that because I'm the fastest runner in town. But just because everyone knows who I am doesn't mean I belong. I don't really belong anywhere. You see, I'm an orphan and I wander the streets just looking for a place that I can truly call home. My name is Maniac McGee and I'm all alone. Explore new worlds. Read my story in the novel Maniac McGee by Jerry Spinelli. For other great book ideas, visit your local library or log on to literacy.gov. Brought to you by the Library of Congress and the Ad Council.
Five minutes after the top of the hour on a beautiful summer Sunday night. Live from the Vault in the Full Range Entertainment Studios in beautiful Birmingham, Alabama. This is Global Championship Wrestling's GCW Radio. Yours truly, GCW Commissioner Eddie Layne behind this control panel.
Being joined on the regressive technology of landline telephones, Ted Guinness.
And oh hell,
I'm joining you from the state-of-the-art bag phone that I keep at all times for emergencies, Mr. O'Hagan.
Keep it going. And?
Oh, it's my part. And I am joining in at an undisclosed location somewhere in Birmingham, Alabama. The real JJ Tanner. What is up, guys?
Oh hell, the gang's all here.
So the question is, if you're supposed to be in an undisclosed location, why would you say you're in Birmingham, Alabama? Because that pretty much narrows it down.
No, you don't know Birmingham that well.
It's a broad area, man.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. I'm worried about your safety sometimes, JJ.
Believe me, there's a bunch of places he can hide in Birmingham, Alabama that nobody would think to look for him.
Hey, I think other members of the Underground are worried about their safety. If you were driving last night back up to Georgia's Head.
Yeah, I was a little worried. I was a little worried with Trevor Eon tweeting.
Trevor tweeting?
A little scary. Tweeting while driving.
Not a good idea, especially not if you're in the state of Alabama.
No, actually, we were in Georgia at the time.
Thank God. No, because Alabama has brand new legislation. If they pull you over if they catch you texting or on your phone in a digital capacity, other than talking, I said talking. Thanks for playing. Other than speaking on your phone, they can pull you over and give you a ticket. It's $50.
Yep.
It's not coming out of my check. I wasn't driving.
There you go. Well, let him know that.
Nope. He's got to get smartened up all on his own.
Well, y'all are taking turns playing bumper tag out on the interstate, so hey, what the heck? One of y'all's gonna run each other.
Eddie,
yes.
Eddie, just real quick. I was told that right before I came in, you guys were talking about something really, really cool.
Yeah, your match.
My match?
Yes, with Cassidy Riley.
That's right, I did have a match last night.
Yep.
And what were you saying about my match?
I made the comment, and I managed to see 3/4 of it, from what I gather, because the Beyond Ringside Spy Cam powered down last night and unfortunately did not recover. So I hate it when that happens. Shoot to kill, ask questions later. And the fact of the matter is, but I did get the rest of the field reports in. And it came down to the analogy that I used on a previous occasion. Because everybody on this panel, Team GCW and Team Underground, have to agree. You, very talented competitor. Cassidy Riley, the VIP, very talented competitor. And I made the analogy come to light that this was like a classic football matchup between two powerhouse teams, where it's going to come down to the fact that the team that holds the ball last and capitalizes takes home the victory. And I'm not saying that you were lucky to win last night. I'm just saying you did the right things at the right time to catch the 1, 2, 3. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree. Cassidy Riley is an A-game kind of guy. He comes to the ring every night, ready to go, and he brings it us all. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to have the best in there. I'm looking at being put against the best. And last night was an example that shows that I can hang with the best. And that's what I've been planning on doing and continuing to do, and I'm not going to stop.
Now, I hate to do this, but on a separate subject, yet similar. Last night in Pell City, Alabama, I have to say this. JJ, the look on your face when Mudbone's music hit for him to come down to the ring, and that in and of itself was worth the price of admission last night, dude. What was going through your mind when Mudbone's music hit and you had the realization that Mudbone was going to be the tag team partner of Aiden Solo?
Well, you might have to get your censor button ready, but first thing I thought is, what the hell is this guy doing out here? What in the world? Who made it happen at the office to give this guy a reason to come out and put himself in the tag match? That was honestly my first reaction, my first thought in my head. And I was pretty creeped out too, because every time I've been in the ring with Mudbone, which other times, all other times, except for last night, I was being a referee, and that guy's creepy. He is scary. But if I can fast forward, Mudbone really, he was dominating that match, and he able to get the win, and he's the other half of the GCW Tag Team Champions now, and that's all that matters.
Now, Ted, anything you'd like to add?
No, I think I pretty much said everything I needed to say about that. It's a good perspective, though, from JJ, though. First of all, I didn't even get a chance to see the look on your face when Mudbone came out. My eyes were glued on him, and I was having the same thoughts running through your head, except the word that was running through my head didn't start with an H. And it's a good thing there were no microphones near me that were hot at the moment, because I think I may have actually uttered them under my breath.
I think the Beyond Ringside Spy Cam picked it up. I may have to enhance the audio.
Oh, jeez. Hey, way to talk myself into a fine there.
Nah. It wasn't broadcast. It's not like the Beyond Ringside Spy Cam footage is going to make it to the internet.
Thank whatever deity you believe in for that.
This week.
I mean, really, guys, think about it. What do? You put yourself in my position and think of the mindset of Aiden. He had just said on the mic to the crowd in Pell City that he could do it on his own. He didn't need a partner. And all of a sudden, the Mystic Mudbone's music hits, and he's coming towards the ring with that evil laugh, and that, oh God, that face. It's just scary looking at, and Aiden and I we jumped out of the ring, and And he was 2 or 3 times telling Aiden, "Come on, get in the ring." And he had that evil grin, that evil laugh, and
yeah, he even held the ropes open for him at one point.
Yep. Now I have to ask, O'Hagan, you have been a tag team champion. You have been a GCW heavyweight champion. You have faced Mudbone in tag team and in singles competition. Put yourself in the role of Scrub Critter or Amos Moses. If you are them and you're still in your locker room and Mudbone's music hits and you realize that he is going to be the tag team partner of Aiden Solo, what's the first thing that goes through your mind?
Well, I'm picturing it like this. From Critter and Moses' standpoint, I'm picturing 2 7th graders about to go out and fight another 7th grader. And they're like, yeah, well, I'm going to bring my buddy to help me fight. Like, okay, and you're expecting another 7th grader to come out there and it be a fair fight. And then some, high school senior walks out like, yeah, I'm on his side. You're like, whoa. Wasn't expecting this. Aiden Solo, another school analogy for you, he's been the kid in school who he's been cheating off, Spiral's paper to get passing grades. Spiral gets transferred to another school, so he's got to try to look around the classroom to find someone else to cheat off of. So he finds another smart kid, being Mudbone, and he's going to ride off him for a while. I say it's a smart move on Aiden. Ted might disagree, but if you're in that situation, you're like, hey, I can just work with him. And it worked. It worked for him well. He picked the winner, and I give him all the credit in the world on that one. He kept the tag title.
I actually made the comment that I think it's, I think Mudbone is a good partner for him, and, I know Mudbone likes to turn on his partners because he doesn't like anybody, but I made the comment that as long as Mudbone has a GCW tag team title around his waist, I think he's going to be able to be kept in line, so to speak, because he's not going to want to lose that. So, what motivation does he have now to attack Aiden Solo at any time? Because if he does, he loses that gold, and he loses the prestige and the paycheck that comes with being a champion.
Yeah, but the thing you have to realize is I've been around for a while, and I've seen this man for a while, and honestly, I think that you'll have a better chance trying to housebreak a lion than you are keeping him in check as far as tag team goes.
It's in his own best interest to stay in line.
He has no interest. He enjoys the gold, but he enjoys hurting people more than that. And he's proven that. He could very easily, chase after a title or chase after the heavyweight title, but he has other interests. He has other things on his agenda. He doesn't think like Aiden Solo. He doesn't think like you. He doesn't think like me. He's not the guy. Hey, wait, what's a really good quote? Some guys just want to see the world burn.
Yeah, that's true. I'll agree with that. But, on the other side of that coin, O'Hagan, I kind of look at it like, he has his own interests. That's chocolate. He's got tag team gold. That's peanut butter. Put them together, what do you have? A tasty snack. And right now, Mudbone's enjoying the chocolate peanut butter combination, and I think he's going to enjoy it for quite a long time.
Right, the tag team title to Mudbone is a candy necklace. It's all cool. It's fun. Oh, look at it. It's a candy necklace. But if it falls off your neck and hits the ground and you lose it, it was just a candy necklace. It wasn't that important. It's cool right now to him, and it's a cool little treat. But if his other interests step up, I think that those will take precedence, and you'll see Aiden Solo, on the end of a roll your bones from, upsetting him at the wrong time. So, you play with fire, literally with Mudbone.
Yeah.
So, and you're just gonna have to play it by ear, and so is Aiden Solo. But he better have eyes in the back of his head, because you never know if he gets mad. Tag titles aren't gonna mean too much to him.
JJ Tanner, let me get you in here for your thoughts on what's being said.
I'll agree with every bit of that, Eddie. I mean, the main thing is here, at the end of the match, the reaction that Aiden, I don't think it still set into him, and I had to really convince him in the ring that hey, we still have the titles. That's what matters. What they did last night clicked in the ring, and I mean, I don't see how these guys are gonna work in terms of I don't know how they're gonna plan to carry out and execute what they did, but if they'll continue to do what they did last night, hey, that's what worked. And you know, it was great strategy, and you can go back and look at the footage, and I mean, I'd say that it worked. It worked really well. It worked really well.
But here's my question. Let's say Mudbone is under check. Let's say everything goes well. And let's say they keep the tag titles for a month, or 2 months, or 6 months. And everything's good, and he's the permanent tag partner of Aiden Solo, representing the GCW Tag Team Champions. When they lose, because eventually everybody gets beat, every dog's got their day, and eventually something will happen. On that day, is Aiden going to turn around 6 months down the road and be like, well, he wasn't my real partner, so it doesn't count? I mean, there's always going to be something, because the original person who won the belts for them is not here. And again, what happens when Spiral comes back? Does he get to step in and be champion? And are you going to tell Mudbone, oh, hey, you're not the tag champ anymore?
Oh, heck no, I won't be the first.
Are you going to do that?
I ain't doing it.
I mean, if it's anybody, Ted, you're closest to the one over there where Micah, I suspect we'd all vote on you being the one to tell him.
I nominate Ted.
Yeah, I'll do it from 3,000 miles away. I'll be more than happy to take that phone call.
Valdosta.
Maybe you can drop him.
I mean, you guys, you see it. You're looking short term. I look long term. And right now, this is just getting worse and worse, because the excuses will still be able to be there, because Mudbone's going to bowl through everybody, and Mudbone can probably go through a lot of tag teams by himself.
Yep.
But, if something happens and Aiden gets pinned, he could always say, oh, well, he's not my partner. And like I said, Spiral's going to come back.
Yep.
And, you're saying he's got a taste, Mudbone's got a tasty treat? Or what if he's not ready to give up his treat?
I mean, I would agree with that. And, I mean, that's the thing that's sticking in the back of my mind, because I've been in the ring with Mudbone and see him snap in a clear second and turn around and put his hands on me, and me warn him not to touch me, not to, strike me as an official, and little things like that make him snap. And that's still the thing in the very back of my mind, but, but I will agree with you, O'Hagan. I mean, eventually Spiral will be back, and, I mean, how many months has it been now?
I think it's been 2 months now.
And they left middle of June or middle of July?
Early
June.
Late June.
So
it was the week.
Middle of June.
It was the week. It was the third weekend of June that he left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he leaves the third weekend in June, and now we're in the last week of July. So he was gone for 98 days.
Right.
So we're about halfway through. So you figure you got 2 more months. And you know what? Mudbone could very easily help keep that title for 2 more months.
God, I can't believe time flies like this anymore.
Yeah. All right.
Well, let me offer a solution to your question, O'Hagan, because you do bring up a good point. What happens should they still be holding the tag team titles when Spiral comes back? I propose right here and now, if that's the case and Mudbone doesn't want to step away and return the title to Spiral, who by definition would be the rightful title holder. Am I correct, O'Hagan?
It sounds like he would be. But
okay.
Here's the thing.
Well,
if
hold
you
on,
guys are going to go by, if Underground is smart and Micah Taylor wants to look at it like you put your best players in the game, you put your best players on the starting lineup. and then you got guys that come in and back him up. How's Aiden going to feel if Spiral comes back and Mikey goes, "Hey Aiden, I need you to sit on the bench, give Spiral your tag title, and let Spiral and Mudbone hold the tag titles"?
That would be
because Aiden is firmly entrenched as a legitimate title holder, so he cannot be removed by Micah Taylor. He could only be removed by GCW management. What I propose is if
but Mudbone got implanted firmly.
Well, Mudbone was put in place by GCW management because the titles had to be defended. Now,
he is firmly entrenched.
Let me finish my point though, and see what you think about this. Should Spiral come back, and they still have the GCW tag team titles, if Mudbone does not want to move aside, I propose a match between Mudbone and Spiral. Winner gets the other half.
Remy, I agree with you on that. Sorry, because just before you said that, Remy actually put that in the chat room.
Okay, see, I don't have my chat room up. My computer is being scanned for viruses right now, so I did not see that. Throwing that out there. So Remy and I are on the same page, which is really scary.
Okay, but if you're Micah Taylor and you are running the underground, knowing what Mudbone can do, knowing that you've got him on your side, when one of your star players comes back, do you really want his first match back to be against Mudbone?
Why not? Look where he's coming back from. 0-1.
Exactly. But you're also, the minute, if he goes through Mudbone, even if he beats Mudbone, there's no way he'll be 100% for the first title defense. And then was it you said you picked someone's weakness? O'Malley was hurt. It was real easy for the underground to pick apart an injured O'Malley. You put him against Mudbone and he snaps and hurts Spiral, and then they get to defend the tag titles at the next show. Who do you think the team's going to go after? Who do you think they're going to single out?
I agree,
after
but you're discounting Aiden Solo. You're discounting Aiden's talent. You're making him sound like he's a weak link, and he is not.
I'll agree.
And he has proven that since Spiral's left.
Wait. Hold it. I got to get this one in. And no, we're not going to break. Remember, Aiden Solo technically has not defended the titles.
He did last night.
Up until last night. Who won the match?
Mudbone and Aiden Solo.
Okay, who got the pin?
Doesn't matter. It was a team effort.
No, it does matter, because every other partner that he's had, that first match has been a tryout match. Remember? You already said that first match was a tryout match. So, Mudbone showed that he could beat a tag team. Every other partner he's had, they've lost as a team effort. You just said right now, team effort. Well, that means all the other matches they lost was a team effort where Aiden Solo lost. So he hasn't really proven too much to anybody since Spiral left. You can defend him all you want to.
I'll agree.
People see the facts.
I have to agree. I really do. Folks, we're going to do a hard segue for a second. We've talked about a little bit of the event coming up. Our debut in Phenix City, Alabama. For those watching the Ustream feed and or replay, you see the graphic up on the screen right now. This Thursday night at the Great Skateplex in Phenix City. Bell time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. 7:30 Eastern time. Because Phenix City does...
Bell time, 7:30. Tickets only $10.
Thanks for playing. I just wanted to clarify, because Phenix City is in an area of Alabama that recognizes Eastern time, not Central. So I needed to make that very clear. So for those who might want to, who live in Pell City, or who live in the Anniston-Oxford area, who want to make that drive down there, or who live in Montgomery and want to make the drive over, it's going to be Eastern, not Central. The time on the poster is in local time. There, I said it. Tickets only $10 each. One of the matches, now we've actually had a little bit of a discussion about the main event. It will be a GCW G2 unification match for the heavyweight championships. The GCW heavyweight champion, the real deal, AJ Steele. The Global Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion, Micah Taylor. One match. Winner unifies the titles. Like I said, I know AJ. I've worked with AJ. A lot of us have on this show. This is going to be one that you don't want to miss. Because AJ is not only a talented tag team wrestler, he is a great singles wrestler. And I personally believe that he's going to give Micah Taylor everything that he can handle. But I will never discount Micah Taylor. Micah Taylor is a tried and true veteran in this business and a great champion, like him, love him, or hate him. You have to agree. He has stepped up and he has been a fighting champion. Period. Whether you agree with his philosophy, whether you agree with the underground or not, he's been a fighting champion. I'm going to ask, let's go around the table for a second. JJ Tanner, would you like to slide in insight on the AJ Steele Micah Taylor match?
Yeah. I'll comment this real quick, Eddie, and I'm going to have to slip out. Don't know much about AJ Steele, but just as you just mentioned, Micah's a fighting champion. He won't back down from any fight, and I am really looking forward to this unification match. And since the announcements made, I may say I'm extremely excited for the new deal that's going down in Phenix City for the Global Championship Wrestling and a great championship wrestling. I'm really looking forward to that match, Eddie.
It's going to be one to remember. JJ, you want to slide in shameless plugs before you run, or do you have enough time to run a last call?
You can follow me on Twitter at AJ Center, like me on Facebook, and I'm looking forward to Palmerdale, and I'll be able to be out there for that event, and looking forward to seeing everyone out there.
JJ, always great to have you in the family, man.
Glad to be here, Eddie. Guys, y'all have a great night.
We'll see you Saturday.
You too, JJ. See you, buddy.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official of the Underground, the real JJ Tanner. Right here. The family is here. O'Hagan, your thoughts. AJ Steele, Micah Taylor.
Well, I look at it from two different ways. One, it doesn't matter who wins. I'm still the number one contender. I'm waiting there. It doesn't matter who it is. I'm going after what I feel is mine, and I'm gonna get my shot. On the other hand, I still feel like me and Micah have unfinished business, and I would like to see him win just so I can get that opportunity to finish what was started at the State Fairgrounds.
At the Spring Fling.
That's what I just said.
Ted Guinness, any additional thoughts?
Well, I've seen AJ Steele in the past as a member of a tag team known as the Usual Suspects.
With M1, yes.
Yes, I know how intense of a competitor he is. I honestly think that this is going to be, and I hate to use the cliche, but it's going to be a matter of the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. When both these guys collide in the center of the ring with both titles on the line in a unification situation, this one is not going to be one that you want to miss.
And I'm pretty damn sure in my assumption that this is not going to be one for the weak at heart either. You're going to see two gladiators go at it. In singles competition in Phenix City this Thursday night, August the 2nd, one half of the GCW World Tag Team Champions, Aiden Solo, takes on the Wild Child, Joey Kidman. O'Hagan, any thoughts?
I have no idea who that guy is.
I was waiting for the who.
Now, I will skip past who. You know, I tease Styles, you know, the lost X-Men. But yeah, I literally have no idea who this guy is. So, my opinion on the match, it'll be two guys, and one guy's going to win.
And I've got to double check something because Ustream kind of crashed, so I'm going to see what happened, if it was on my side or if it was the server. 3-2. Ted Guinness. Let's keep it going, though. Ted Guinness, your thoughts?
Aiden Solo wins easily, no problem. Next.
Okay. You made the comment about the missing X-Man.
Yep.
This Thursday night in Phenix City, Sensational Steve Styles takes on Mad Dog Dan Sawyer. O'Hagan?
I'm going to steal a line from Ted Guinness here. Lambs to the slaughter.
Lamb being led to slaughter. Ted, your thoughts?
I couldn't have said it any better myself, so I won't.
Okay. You know, Styles.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm going to give. This is my official statement to Mad Dog. Sidestep the drop kick. It's all he's got.
We have a motion to sidestep on the floor. Do we have a second?
I concur.
Okay, we have a second. It goes to a vote. All those in favor of sidestep say aye. Aye. All opposed? Shut up. I gotta go to the chat room. I want to see who said aye. Creepy said aye. he voted along with us. Now, by the way, I didn't get a chance to. I've been very remiss about doing this. Remy said aye, so there's two more votes. Creepy, Daryl B, Hot Ice, Remy, Sweet Lee, glad to see everybody. Sweet Lee just said aye. There you go. So I think we're going unanimous on this. I'm just waiting on.
Did she say aye or hi?
Aye.
Oh, okay. Just clarify.
All week long, I'm just going to get in the gym with Mad Dog, and all we're going to do is work on side steps.
Work on side steps.
We're going to do anything else. And we're like, left, right, and we're doing Taibo in the gym, but he's going to have the best. He'll have the second best drop kick or drop side step besides myself because I'm pretty quick. But I'm going to get him up there, and that drop kick challenge will be null and void because no contact will be made.
Hot Ice went along with us. He said aye, and Lee came back and said and hi as well. So, Daryl, are you abstaining, or would you like to go ahead and vote along this one? Taking a look, it's going to be, honestly, I've got to say this, that match will be a lot of fun to watch, unless you're Sensational Steve Styles. Now,
we do have smelling salts ringside in case because he's going to need them.
I thought you were going to say we're going to have snow in Georgia. But I don't know where the hell that came from. I understand that there is scheduled to be a ladies match Thursday, August the 2nd. I do understand that there have been some complications set in. I don't know the extent of the situation, so it is questionable as to whether or not Vision will actually be on the lineup. Tracy Taylor is confirmed to be there that night. So
Vision is scared.
No comment. See, I have to use O'Hagan's line when it comes to Vision. Who? And that's a shoot. That's a shoot. I mean, I honestly do not know Vision, so I really can't. I can't do any recon.
I think.
Hey, okay, neither most of.
Hold on.
Hey, it's really funny. Most of our referees don't know anything about Vision either.
Oh.
Bernie Kowanowitz.
Ted, you were about to say.
I was saying, I think Vision got blind on her way to the arena.
Doom. Shh. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is a scary thought. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my tag team partners on your home for wrestling, mixed martial arts, sports talk, as well as pro wrestling manager extraordinaire, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, joins us here on GCW Radio. What's up, Wick?
If I have to hear that piece of trash McGuinness, as I call him, or Teddy's Coors Light, one more freaking time, just kind of pass over one of these women's matches, I'm going to stick my size 15 Nazi military boot so far down your throat, you're going to see the underground by the bottom of the sole of my boots. Let me tell you something.
Listen here, Porcupine.
No, you shut up.
First of all, you shut up.
No,
you're
let
on
me
my
tell you
show.
something,
I'm not
Boris.
calling
you're
you
not.
on ringside.
You're not. This is not your show. You don't even do anything. Fast Eddie Layne carries the show. You couldn't even wipe the bottom of his boots with your tongue, peasant. So let me tell you something. I don't like anybody in the underground. Not a single one of them do we like. Nor do we give a crap about any of these people. Let me tell you something right now, Ted. Shut up. Just shut up for 1 second. I know you don't give a crap. I know you like to hear yourself talk, but if I hear you one more time on one of these GCW television shows, just kind of pass over the fact that there are real women's wrestling in GCW finally.
Hi, this is Eric Darnell.
This is David Reagan.
Jamie McMarine. This is Carl Edwards here for RAD, the entertainment industry's voice for road safety.
Want to make a difference? It's simple. Be responsible.
See, Taylor, for 1 second, thinks that we're going to watch her back. We don't trust her. We don't have to trust her. But we have a common goal, and I don't care who Nina Monet finds. Nina Monet can go anywhere in the world she wants to.
Wicked.
She can go to any part of any organization and find any opponent she wants, because there is nobody. Although I don't like Tracy, Tracy is a heck of a talent. Tracy's one of the best women in this business. We respect her work. Now, have we crossed paths several times? Yes, I've known Tracy for 4.5 years. I have battled Tracy almost my entire career over the 6.5-year span. But here's the thing. Tracy's not calm like a bomb Pandora. Nina Monet, great up-and-comer, has done great things in this business in a short amount of time, gets better every time. But she's not calm like a bomb Pandora. The Underground, GCW, we don't care. It's about two things: winning and being the best at what we do. And I do believe that we are the best at what we do, are we not, guys?
Hey, Wicked, you sitting down? Are you sitting down, buddy?
Of course I'm not sitting down. Am I ever sitting down?
You need to sit down.
Because I don't do nothing. I'm always doing something.
Hey.
Listen up. Shut your mouth on here. Pay attention. Quit breathing the fumes from the hairspray that keeps your porcupine spiky hair up, and listen up. First of all, I think we have some of the best women wrestlers in the world. Unfortunately, Pandora has to fit in that. You manage a loser. I've managed champions in the past here, buddy. So if you want to come on my on the show that I host, and you want to start trashing me, anytime you want to go here, Chuckles, I have no problem going one-on-one with you, whether it's in the parking lot, whether it's in the ring, whether it's in my driveway. Come on down and bring it. But if you want to come on here and disrespect me, you better bring a hell of a lot more than what you just brought, because all you brought was noise. Everybody listening to the show when you came on, they just turned it off because all they heard was and if you want to denigrate my broadcasting skills, buddy, I've got 15 years. Where are yours?
Hey, spell denigrate for me. Spell denigrate.
Degengrate.
Nobody cares. You're such a mark. Shut up. Let real men talk for a second.
Oh, I'm a mark.
Teddy.
I'm a mark? Really? You're a mark for yourself, buddy.
No, actually, I'm a wrestling god.
You're a chump. The only people that have heard of you are the people that put $5 down to go to some other crappy promotion that's running in Alabama. No one's heard of you nationwide. I'm downloaded in China here, buddy, on the GCW app. 5 stars, by the way.
Oh, really? Really? Well, let me just say this. Nobody knows me, right? How many real world champions do you know right now? How many world champions do you know? You know what? I actually kind of liked your work up until about 3 days ago. No, I take that back. I never really liked your work. I always thought you were kind of funny.
Let's see. How many world champions do I know? Let's see. I've worked with Booker T. I've worked with The Miz. I've worked with Bobby Lashley, former U.S. champion. I've worked with Kofi Kingston, current WWE Tag Team champion. You want to compare credentials, buddy? I've got no problem throwing it down. I'm not just some flash in the pan that they dug up off the side of I-20. I am a legitimate professional in the wrestling business.
Well, that's awesome. Well, you couldn't tell by some of the things you say, though.
Oh, really?
Tell that. Yes, sir.
Really? Is that why Eddie Layne and I have already won the Alabama Broadcasters of the Year, even though the awards haven't been announced yet?
Hey, I like Eddie. Eddie's a heck of a talent, and you're pretty good until you start messing with me. And
you're the one that started this, chump. You're the one that started it. If you want to start it, I have no problem finishing it.
Hey, wait.
Call the office, make it happen, Eddie.
Time out. O'Hagan.
Well, first of all, I know some world champions, and just for everybody's knowledge, just last weekend I was having tea and crumpets with Obama. So,
I saw that with Herbalife. I saw that.
Yeah, we had some Herbalife. We were kicking it. We were up for days. Me and Obama rocking it back like in his college days.
I liked you all the way up until that statement.
And I know world champs because there's one that's scared of me. He was even scared of me at the last live event that was up in town.
Yeah, he calls himself the best wrestler in the world, and he's scared of O'Hagan. That's a fact, Jack. However, Wicked...
Everybody's scared of O'Hagan.
Anyway, I'll say this. I tease Ted all the time just because it's really, really easy
to do.
But on the mic, he does do a hell of a job calling matches. I tease Wicked all the time because, it's just really fun to tease him. And but when he's out there, he gets the job done, and he does well what he does, and I give him credit for that. It's just really, really funny for me to listen to them go back and forth because I don't have to say anything, and they just get all of it out for me. I'm just sitting back going, man, is it Christmas? This is funny. This is good stuff. I'm going to have to go back and listen to the broadcast again just so I can laugh again.
There you go.
O'Hagan, your name was mentioned today by somebody that GCW fans know all too well. Orion Bishop. The wrestling hybrid Orion Bishop. Today was my son's birthday party, and we were sitting around, and he said, what in the heck? And he called you by the other name that we were just talking about last night, because, that's how we do it, everybody. O'Hagan was a cult classic before he come to GCW, and a lot of us know him by another name. Blur. I don't think we say it here, but
we've said it. Blur.
I told him we do say it.
We've said Blur before.
Okay, Blur. Okay, so he said, "How's Blur?" I said, "Doing phenomenal." I told him about this singles run that you've been on. I thought you were dominating the tag teams. Very rarely does somebody that dominates tag team all of a sudden become such a singles individual. How did this happen? Is it the Herbalife?
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give a lot of the credit to Herbalife because you'll be peeking through the blinds. It's so good. It's Herbalife. You can't get enough of it. And
of course we give let me get this in. And of course we give a very special thank you to Herbalife representative Jay Carden, the official Herbalife representative of Global Championship Wrestling.
Those are the greatest commercials ever made, those Herbalife commercials. They are great. I can sit and watch those Herbalife commercials at 1 o'clock in the morning and die laughing every time.
Now, let me get this out, so to speak, while I still have a little bit of a voice left. Shush.
Don't ever say that statement to me. That's scary coming from you.
Okay. Especially when I have no voice to work with.
Hey, let me get this out. Hey, let me out of the alley. Guard.
We actually aired the exclusive here on GCW Radio a little earlier in the broadcast. And for those of you who missed it, Saturday night, August the 18th, Pell City, Alabama at the Pell City Civic Center. Somebody take the rest of the setup.
Bell time 7:30, tickets only $10.
There will be a special women's tag team challenge. The combination of the Island Girl, Tracy Taylor, the First Lady of the Underground, the Lady of the Underground, and Calm Like a Bomb Pandora, managed by the Architect of Intellect, the Wicked Nemesis. They will take on the combination of Nina Monet and the multi-time NWA Women's World Champion Tasha Simone.
What?
Whoa.
There's no way. There's absolutely. Hold on. Okay. Tasha's not even with the GCW. Tasha's part of the NWA. Last time I checked, it wasn't NWA GCW, and that's my big sister. She never told me this.
Title's not on the line.
Yeah.
Ted, did you have something to do with this? You had something to do with this, did you, Ted? Did you know about this?
Of course
Did you know about this?
Yes, I did. Because I know your sister doesn't like you. Just like your parents didn't like you. Just like your dog doesn't like you.
I don't have a dog. My parents hate me.
Yeah, you know why you don't have a dog? Because they got sick of you and ran away.
No, because the last dog I had to break its neck because it bit.
Shut up.
Well, you
no one wants to hear you. Shut up.
Guys, this is all I'm going to say. This is it. We talk about women's wrestling. We talk about the top names in women's wrestling. With that announcement, I'm going to say, with Calm Like a Bomb Pandora, Tracy Taylor, and Tasha Simone, those three names alone, aside from Nina Monet, the up-and-comer, that's a women's match, a tag match at that. I don't care what federation you go to or what. That's a matchup that's going to be hard to beat anywhere.
Anywhere. I will guarantee that.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I'm sending a text as we speak to my big sister, Tasha Simone, and I'm telling her that I'm telling Mom. I don't care, I'm telling Mom. I do not give a crap what she says. This is uncalled for.
And tell you what, while you're sending that text, we're going to the bottom of the hour break, 18 minutes late, right here on GCW Radio.
When planning your next party or special event, insist on the best. Full Range Entertainment is a professional entertainment company providing a full range of services. From professional disc jockeys and MCs to catering and photography, when the details of your special day must be perfect, call us first. Wedding receptions, corporate parties, school functions, birthday celebrations, and more. We also have Birmingham's largest selection of karaoke tracks available. With over 40 years combined experience, Full Range Entertainment can provide you with the talent and professionalism you need and deserve to make your next event one you'll never forget. For more information on the full range of services we offer, call 533-HITS. That's 533-HITS. Or check us out on our website at fullrangeentertainment.com.
The biggest bands in rock. The wildest stage shows on earth. The biggest live event of the summer. Everybody's gonna move their feet. Kiss and Motley Crue. The Tour 2012. It doesn't get any better than this. July 31st, Oak Mountain Amphitheater. Two iconic bands, one historic tour. Kiss, Motley Crue. July 31st, Oak Mountain Amphitheater. Reserve seats are on sale now. Buy tickets at livenation.com or charge by phone at 800-745-3000. Kiss and Motley Crue. Buy tickets at livenation.com.
Hi, I'm Drew Brees, NFL quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, here with Bugs Bunny to remind you to get moving every day.
Because when you get moving an hour a day,
you fuel your body and your mind.
So what do you like to throw around the football like Drew?
Skateboard, ride a bike, or dance in your room.
Just move it your way.
And be a player.
Get up and play an hour a day, Doc. Check out how to be a player at letsmove.gov.
Head online to get tips on great ways to get moving every day.
At letsmove.gov. A message from the Ad Council and HHS.
It is with sound mind and body that I, James Fredericks III, after fighting with all direct family members for decades, leave my entire fortune of $32 million to the one friend I had in the end, the package delivery guy, Matt Songer.
Woohoo! Yeah! I had a feeling about this. I'm rich! Oh, this cannot be happening.
Actually, it's not happening.
What?
And it never will.
I don't get it.
There aren't even people here. That's just one of those murmuring sound effects.
Seriously?
Listen, if you want to have money in your future, don't rely on luck. Put $10 away each month. Cook once in a while instead of eating out.
Okay.
Pay down your high-interest credit cards.
Right.
Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow.
So, no inheritance?
No. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas.
Feedthepig.org.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
And just to be clear, no inheritance, right?
Remember when your neighbor found us naked in the car, and the time some outdoor action got us kicked out of the park, getting frisky in the dark. I gave your eye a poke. Think the dog is in the bed. Do I smell smoke? You and me. We never, ever,
He didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Visit bedsider.org to compare all the choices. Brought to you by Bedsider and the Ad Council. Bedsider.org.
Ranger Station.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting in the forest. 1 second, I'm having a smoke. Next thing I know, I'm face to face with Smokey Bear. Wow. And he told me it only takes one spark to start a wildfire.
Did you know 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans?
I had no idea.
That's why Smokey's famous and you're not. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptUsKids.org.
I know more about cooking dinner for a party of 12 than about packing a lunch for a 12-year-old. I know kids like things like fish sticks. Fillets, I get, but sticks? Maybe we can just compromise on mac and cheese. Can you make that with Brie?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit AdoptUsKids.org for more information. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Foreclosure is hard on every member of the family, but your family is not alone. If you're struggling with your mortgage, there is help. To learn about the government's Making Home Affordable program, visit makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE to speak to a HUD-approved housing counselor. It's free of charge. Visit makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE today. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, NeighborWorks America, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Joe Elliott from Def Leppard for RAD. Planning on going out and having a party? Great, have a lot of fun. But do me a big favour and don't blow it. Always choose a designated driver. Remember, music lives. You should too.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Exactly. Sunday Night Live. Welcome back into Global Championship Wrestling's GCW Radio, live from the Full Range Entertainment Control Center in Birmingham, Alabama. It's been a beautiful day. I hope y'all have had one too. Fast Eddie Layne over here. Ted Guinness, come on back.
The blood is boiling over here right now, man. That's all I've got. I'm sitting here seething that I just got insulted by a rank amateur.
O'Hagan, come on back.
I'm all jacked up on Herbalife.
Our special guest on this roundtable this evening, the Wicked Nemesis.
I cannot believe what has transpired here tonight. This is an outrage. Trust us, Simone. This is.
Tell you what, I got to swing back around here to monitor 4. We left the graphic up, but I want to go ahead and wrap up the outlook for this Thursday night. Trevor Eon, a man who definitely proved himself this past Saturday night in more ways than one, will be taking on Justin Overstreet. First time GCW fans have heard the name Justin Overstreet in a while. He's actually been with us a couple of times, been in different promotions, and of course he's now going to be on the show this coming Thursday night in Phenix City, Alabama. Matter of fact, a place that Wicked Nemesis knows oh so well, because Wicked has actually worked Phenix City for, he had worked there for a long time. But let's go around real quick. Trevor Eon, Justin Overstreet, Ted Guinness.
You know, I said at the beginning of the show that a star was born last night in Trevor Eon, and I am not backing off that one bit. He proved that he is a main event level talent at this point in his young career. I would be hard-pressed to pick against Trevor Eon at this point.
O'Hagan.
You learn more from losing, and he lost a big one, but he stepped up in it, and I think that each time he does that, and he's just getting better and better. It's going to be kind of hard-pressed to beat him now, so I'm going to go do.
Wicked Nemesis, you have a little bit of knowledge on Justin Overstreet and Trevor Eon. Care to comment? We'll
That's
go.
the hardest thing he said all night.
Now, we've also talked about the fact that there's scheduled to be a ladies' match. We're going to have a little bit more information on that as the week progresses, as we get closer to Thursday and negotiations are completed. Tag team match. this Thursday night, the combination known as the BFFs will be taking on, and I cannot believe I'm saying this. I really can't.
You hate me. You hate me.
I have to say.
You, GCW.
I don't hate you. I swear to God, I don't hate you.
You hate me.
We'll be taking on the combination of the brand new GCW World Television Champion, the Inhuman Fly, and Mr. O'Hagan.
Yeah. You know what? For 13 years, I've come in and out of GCW. For 13 years, whether you've cheered me or you booed me, the one thing that I've always constantly said is I hate the Fly. I hate the Fly. Right now, I come out and I'll high-five the baby's face and all that good stuff, and people are cheering me, yay, yay! But guess what? I hate the Fly. I've said it just over and over again. And now, suddenly, after 13 years of me telling you this, let's make them a tag team. That'll be good. No, it won't. I hate the man. I don't care. Oh. And the BFFs, I don't really know a whole lot about them, but I was warned to watch out for their waist locks.
Okay. Now, I have to say this, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, I don't get a comment on this?
I'm sorry, I thought I got you first. Ted Guinness, come on in.
I would love to be a fly on the wall in the locker room.
A fly on the wall. It's funny as a nursing home fire.
Oh, this is gonna be this will be fun. That's all I can say about that. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and then after the match, we can all put pins in our eyes. That'll be fun too, won't it?
I hate the Fly just as much as you, O'Hagan. I feel so sorry for you, and that is probably the only time I will ever say that in my life.
Wicked, is there a comment you'd like to make, or do you want to pass on this one? I will take that as a pass. Either that or he's got his mute button screwed up again. I have to say this is the most inappropriate match I've ever seen booked in my life. I love it. I mean, I hate it.
Hold on. I want to say something. I'm sorry. Yes, I was on mute on accident. The BFFs, Marvelous Mark is a heck of a talent, but they're not O'Hagan. Are you kidding me? I don't like the Fly either. But you never bet against O'Hagan. That's the dumbest thing that anybody could do. So you got to go with O'Hagan. Anything with O'Hagan. Sorry, Marvelous Mark. And Marvelous Mark is a heck of a talent. Hey, they're no exotic ones, but they're pretty good.
But hey, I was warned about their waist locks. There's something.
Their go behinds.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe that rear naked choke.
I
didn't know this was an MMA show. However,
I don't know, but
now
I'm avoiding the abdominal stretch, the waist lock, the go behind, full Nelsons, anything like that. I'm avoiding. Even a hammer lock. I'm like, yay.
Now, if this is not the most inappropriately appropriate matchup I have ever seen booked in my life on paper, I don't know what the hell is. The reason being,
Eddie,
yes.
Eddie, I'm going to punch you in the face when I see you. I'm going to punch you right in the face.
You know, I can't
with my fist.
I can't take any credit for this whatsoever, but I just have to say it. Because you have a combination known as the BFFs that will be taking on a combination of two men who hate each other so much it's not even funny. In the combination of O'Hagan and Fly. You know, honestly, in another world, I would see two people like O'Hagan and Fly as tag team champions. Because the fact that they could take the hatred that they have for each other and channel it into a victory. But, folks, like I said, this Thursday night, August the 2nd, Phenix City, Alabama. Now,
I hate you.
I had nothing to do with it. I didn't do anything.
I hate you.
I know.
O'Hagan, when was the last time you were in Phenix City? Haven't you worked Phenix City before?
No, although I was born close to there.
Well, you guys know for some ungodly reason, Phenix City is actually on Eastern Standard Time, even though they are in Alabama, because they're backwards like that.
Yeah, we've covered that part.
Expect the cops to show up. I will tell you this: if you guys are doing good show, the cops will be called because they're idiots like that. They are the sheeple of the Southeast. I kid you not.
And actually, I have to say this because we made the reference a minute ago while you were on mute that you have worked the Great Skateplex on a number of occasions.
Oh dear God!
How crazy is that place to work?
Well, first of all, the 6-sided ring. O'Hagan in a 6-sided ring. Have you guys mentioned it?
Not yet.
Do the fans know that? That is a 6-sided ring. And for anybody that can fly, I mean, no pun intended for the fly, but anybody that can go, every single bounce, every single move gets transpired and gets exalted times 10. It is going to be crazy. This is going to be a GCW show that you guys are not used to. For any of the fans that make the trip, I'm telling you right now, that ring adds something to it. And I've blood, sweat, tears. I left my kneecap in that ring. So somebody please pick it up for me while you're there.
There you go.
And my ACL. So, but I mean, it's going to be awesome.
Man. I left my wallet in El Segundo. So.
Oh, you're so stupid! Oh my God, nobody gets that joke.
I left my class ring in a rest stop down south of Montgomery.
I bet you left some stuff in a rest stop, George Michael.
Oh, thank you, Senator.
Freedom.
Thank you, Senator Wiener. I'll go ahead and just leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, if that wasn't enough, we are huge events all week long.
Huge.
Thank you. This Saturday night, August the 4th, we return to Palmerdale, Alabama at the Palmerdale Homestead Community Center. The GCW Tag Team Champions, the newly crowned duo of Aiden Solo and Mudbone, will be in action against Full Throttle this Saturday night in Palmerdale. Ted Guinness.
I'm going to go with Full Throttle just because they've got Trevor Eon.
Okay, we can do predictions.
Are you trying to stand up?
No, I was trying to work the pain out of my back that just suddenly jumped on the phone about a half an hour ago.
There you go. O'Hagan, your thoughts?
If you can keep Mudbone under control, then I see no problem with Aiden Solo and Mudbone going over Full Throttle.
Let's see. Remy in the chat room made the reference. O'Hagan, you really need to find a mask and wear it just for Ted. Number 2. Hot Ice wants to know, hey, O'Hagan, how do you feel about the fly again? I'll take that as an answer.
Boy, hey, I'll make sure to get us some nice airbrush T-shirts from PC to let everybody know how often we love each other. It's going to be awesome.
You know who makes great T-shirts?
Forever.
Blur, you know who makes great T-shirts? Will Owens.
Yeah,
he does.
Can you do that good airbrush art?
I don't know. Rumor has it that he actually made Mick Foley's old WCW T-shirts for ECW. So
that's pretty cool.
Rumor has it.
Will Owens. Oh, I'm sorry. Will Owens just won a title just now.
Oh my God, he won another one.
Him and Chase Stevens are their own drugs. So. Wait, can we say that on here?
No.
Oh, wait, I think. Chase Stevens. No, not Chase Stevens. Cassidy Riley. Throw it VIP.
Also, this Saturday night in Palmerdale, we're going to hell, and I know it. Just what the hell? Hey,
O'Hagan first, not me.
Yeah, really. O'Hagan's
at least
leaving.
We all know Teddy McGinnis won't be there.
Okay.
Where when I get my hands on you, man, I swear.
Grudge match in play this Saturday night in Palmerdale. Cody O'Connor, Jeremy Foster, finally one-on-one. Ted, Bud Light, come on in.
I'm going to go... man, I can't even call this one. There's just so much bad blood between the two. I don't think... I'm going to call this one a double knockout. I think they're both going to knock each other out, and it's going to go to a 10 count.
O'Hagan.
I'm going to agree with old Milwaukee, and this one's going to be kind of tough to call.
I was going to use that one next, you turkey. Wicked Nemesis, any thoughts?
Well, I do not agree with Pabst Blue Ribbon or the Beast, but I will say this. Which one of those kids didn't shake my hand backstage, Eddie?
Cody, I think.
Well, then the other guy's going to win.
There you go.
Sorry.
No, it's good. I love it. This is good radio. This is actually good. Cough button. And he can't recover. 1, 2. Kick out. Southern Street Fight. This Saturday night in Palmerdale. Showtime, Shane Fox takes on the Psycho Circus. Ted Guinness.
Oh, I'm going to go with the Psycho Circus. Man, he really showed on Saturday night, last night, that this feud isn't over. And from what I'm hearing of the stipulations that are going to be in this match, he's going to just finish off Shane Fox once and for all.
O'Killian's Red Hagen.
Well, I don't really agree with Corona on this one. I'm thinking that Showtime is just stepping up more and more. And I do believe I saw Showtime Shane Fox do an elbow drop from the top rope to the floor last night. He jumped from the top rope to the floor with an elbow drop.
Yes.
I mean, if that doesn't show you that he's willing to, put it all on the line to prove himself and to beat Psycho Circus, I don't know. But all I'm saying is one of these guys, this is a Southern Street fight, there better be one guy in a pair of blue jeans with a bandana tied around his leg, or this is not a true Southern Street fight.
Wicked Michelob Light, Nemesis, come on in.
I do not drink, so that does not count. Call me Crunk Juice for short.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Doesn't Psycho Circus have a quote-unquote manager with him?
You're talking about the Circular Object 1 or Circular Object 2.0?
Whichever one. He has weapons with him.
Yes, he does.
I'm sure he's fluent in them. So you got to go with Psycho Circus. He's creepy. He's weird. Is my type of guy.
He is fluent in, Billy Bobology. I like that. Hold on. I think we just got a new word.
I actually just tweeted a picture of Psycho Circus at his other job the other day on Twitter.
Oh, you didn't? You called it that?
Hey, those guys were given rim jobs. They were taking care of your car wash. So O'Hagan was just showing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Rim jobs for $5. They were out there cleaning these rims on these cars.
This Saturday night in Palmerdale, it's going to be everybody's favorite cousin redneck, Amos Moses, taking on sensational Steve Styles. Teddy Bruschi.
Who?
Shoot. Ted Guinness.
I hate every single one of you right now. I go with Amos, just because he stinks.
O'Hagan. Oh, God. Folks, you better get on Facebook, get on Twitter, get on MySpace, I don't care. Google Plus, LinkedIn, you better tell everybody you know to get on the show real quick. BeyondRingside.com, because I guarantee you the Easter eggs are going to be funny as hell, and they will not be broadcast in the podcast.
Okay, I'm going to pay close attention to the lost X-Man and the world's biggest Ewok in the ring. It's going to be awesome. It's a super drop kick versus a fur force field. And I'm afraid what's going to happen when the world's best drop kick gets stuck in his body hair and he's just dangling off of Amos. He's like two legs out of his chest hair.
I've been laughing so hard my face hurts. Wicked Nemesis, care to comment?
As someone who is undefeated in the ring against Amos Moses, he stinks. He smells like warmed over death. I think he actually rolls around in gator bait and then goes and fishes with gators. So you got to go with Amos Moses. He is a tough guy. He stinks. He literally stinks. I cannot tell you guys how bad this guy stinks. The only guy I know that stinks worse than him is Crash Test Dummy out of Georgia, and he smells wretched.
Now, we have laughed, we have joked, we have cut up, and I've got to do this one in, and I'm going to give it the gravity and respect that it honestly deserves. Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday night in Palmerdale, Alabama. You think I'm setting up for a funny one-liner? I swear to you I am not. I kid you not, I'm not joking. In the main event, in a triple threat match, winner takes all. The man who has earned himself a matchup for the GCW Championship, O'Hagan, versus the brand new GCW World Television Champion, the Inhuman Fly, versus, now, I have to say it like this, because of situations on Thursday, it will either be current GCW Heavyweight Champion Micah Taylor or whoever is holding the GCW Championship coming into Saturday night. Once again, the GCW Championship will be on the line. The television title will be on the line. Winner takes all this Saturday night. Ted Guinness, your thoughts?
Well, I have no doubt that Micah Taylor is going to defeat AJ Steele Thursday night. And in Phenix City, Alabama, where the bell time will be 7:30, tickets will only be $10. I have no doubt that Micah Taylor walks into that match with the GCW World Heavyweight Championship and walks out with the GCW World Television Championship and the television title.
O'Hagan, hold tight. I'm going to go to Wicked Nemesis first.
Well, first of all, you're talking about two guys in Micah and AJ who are absolutely considered two of the greatest to come out of Phenix City. I mean, these guys have battled in Phenix City before. AJ Steele is a rare breed, a big man who can move. I mean, AJ Steele, for anybody that doesn't know him, he's 6'4". He's 260 pounds. He's one half of the usual suspects with my brother from another mother, Murder One.
M1, yes.
For the guy that has held one half of the World Tag Team Championships. Chips, yeah, sorry. This is going to be a match. And forget about everything else. Forget about everything else. For it to be a triple threat.
Now remember, AJ and Micah is Thursday night.
Yes.
The triple threat GCW champion versus The Fly versus O'Hagan is Saturday night.
But Thursday night, one of them have to prevail.
You're right.
Personally, I don't see that. I'm sorry, I don't see Micah walking out with this. I see AJ winning this. And then I see O'Hagan winning the world title.
And the TV title. Because it's winner
being
take
dual
all.
champions. There's one person that can do dual champions, and it's thanks to Herbalife. Herbalife, where you can go and become a dual champion and still be able to break dance, throw down your own cardboard, and entertain the fans. You guys are going to pack it out Thursday night. Saturday night is going to be the cherry on top of this banana split that you guys have made. Kudos to GCW. Very rarely can you say the winner Thursday night then Saturday night. Some people won't even defend their titles once every 6 months. Oh, we're going to defend. You have the heavyweight title being defended Thursday and Saturday. Kudos to everyone involved in this. I'm thinking AJ Thursday night, then O'Hagan triumphant Saturday. That's just my pick.
O'Hagan?
I've got so many thoughts on this. First of all, Thursday night, I hate The Fly. That being said, Micah, AJ, I have personal feelings, so I really want to get in the ring with Micah. But one of these men are going to be going in Saturday night in a triple threat match. In that triple threat match, one, I hate The Fly. Two, the winner of Thursday's match, there's no way after a matchup like that either one of those guys is going to be 100% ready to go Saturday night. That's a disadvantage right there. You know, I had like a beat at the State Fair showdowns. I had to earn another number one contendership, which I got. But I'm getting in a triple threat match. I had the TV title stripped from me without even losing it nearly a year ago, and never got a rematch for it until now. And you're going to give me my number one contender shot and my TV title shot that I deserved in the same match. So this is just another example that, Eddie, I'm going to have to punch you in the face at some point in life. But I mean, I'm going to take advantage of this situation, and I'm going to go into it, and I'm going to do what I do every night. and that's give it my all. And I'm going to do what I do best, and that's win. Plain and simple. I'm going to take both titles that I have claim to, and I'm going to be wearing them proudly.
Well, let me ask you something really quick, O'Hagan. Look, AJ Styles is a big guy. Micah Taylor's not that small of a guy, and we all know, I love you to death. You're not the biggest guy in the world. You're probably the most ripped guy in the world, but you're not the biggest. Do you feel like that even though Thursday night, if you win Saturday night after what happened Thursday night, and do you think that your title reign will be tarnished because them having to wrestle Thursday night and on top of this?
Not with me having to beat the Fly as well, because as much as I hate the Fly, he is a very unorthodox striker. He is a very quick individual, and I hate him. But I've had some wars with the guy, and him alone in the ring is going to be a tough match, let alone one of the heavyweight champion. I mean, my thing is this: I am small, but just since I've started my singles run recently, after the Brotherhood has been split because of injuries, I've beaten Psycho Circus, big guy. I've beaten fast guys like Tommy Gage and Steve Styles. I beat big guys like the Night Prowler. Last night, I beat a top talent, anywhere you go, Cassidy Riley.
Yep.
So I've shown just in the last 3 months, whether you're quick and fast or you're big and powerful, I find ways to win, and I'm going to do it. I found Waldo. I can find things. I can sure as hell find a way to win. And you know what? I'm going to be all jacked up on Herbalife. I'm going to be breakdancing on the walls. I'm going to breakdance my way right out of that ring, holding 2 belts. It's going to be good. Herbalife for everybody, baby.
Folks, I want to remind everybody, normally you can follow a lot of the cast of Global Championship Wrestling and the Underground over on Twitter. And of course, please do not forget that GCW management, nor management from the Underground School of Professional Wrestling, is responsible. Neither is responsible. We are not responsible for any content posted by the stars of GCW and the Underground on their personal Facebook and or Twitter accounts. Follow, like, and friend at your own risk. Please remember, you can definitely follow Global Championship Wrestling at GCW Pro Wrestling over on Twitter. You can also follow the Underground at
Underground SOPW. Run it all together.
Folks, want to remind you, of course, Global Championship Wrestling Radio, GCW Radio, is available for download through iTunes as well as through GCWPro.com and our Facebook friend page and fan page. You'll also find the links on my personal, Ted Guinness's personal, O'Hagan's personal, and JJ Tanner's personal Facebook accounts and Twitter as well. For reserve seats for Thursday and Saturday, you can reserve ringside seating for all indoor live events. Simply send an email to gcwmedia@yahoo.com. Our front office will be more than happy to take care of those requests. Just let us know how many you got coming, and we will put you in the best seating possible. You can also...
But you cannot reserve seats for outside dead events.
Yeah. Kind of like the State Fair show. Be kind of hard to do that. It was bleachers.
But that wasn't a dead show. That was an outside live show.
There you go.
Live show you can reserve seats for, but an outdoors dead show is just first come, first serve.
You're pretty much right. You can also call our office directly, 205-567-6482. I didn't hear the dead part. 205-567-6482. Remember, GCW is broadcast in the Central Alabama market on CW21 Sunday mornings at 1 a.m. We're also replayed on blip.tv, and also you can find it through GCWPro.com, as well as the link is posted on all of our social media outlets. There's a number of different announcements I would love to make right about now, and a lot of you, the longtime listeners, do know them. Please don't forget, for our friends who have Android and Apple-based smartphones and tablets, there is a brand new app available from Global Championship Wrestling that features our Twitter feed, photo galleries. Great work done by Victor Smith over at GCW Photos. From there, you have links to previous editions of the radio show, the podcast itself, and the television show. So a lot of great things, and it's a free app. One thing we ask, if you would please, when you download and install the app, check it out, and please go back and rate it. Preferably 5 stars. We'd really love to see it. Be honest and rate it. It definitely, our development team would definitely appreciate it, just like the rest of us here at GCW. Folks, let's go and take it around the room real quick. Ted Guinness, last call.
My last call is twofold, and I'll keep it short and sweet. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, and last night I was proven wrong when I said Trevor Eon did not deserve to be in the main event, did not deserve to be a number 1 contender. He proved me wrong last night and anyone that may have doubted him, and I look for big things in the future with Trevor Eon. As far as the women's tag team match goes that is coming up, August 18th in Pell City, Alabama, I believe is the date, I personally cannot wait to watch, well, quite honestly, Tracy Taylor walk away from Pandora and watch Pandora get mopped across the mat.
Oh, Hagen, last call.
Herbalife. I had a transfer.
You hate the fly?
All jacked up. I'm trying to hit all these key points here while keeping it short, much like myself, because I'm Irish. This is just last calls, not shout-outs, right?
Correct.
Okay. I don't care who the champion is come Saturday. I'm coming. I'm ready. I'm working out more than ever. I'm training more than ever. I am tanner than ever. And that alone makes me dangerous, having a tan. Oh, my goodness. But in all seriousness, I'm coming. I'm ready. And I am stepping it up more than anyone can realize. And this is what I love, and this is why I'm here. I'm not a millionaire right now. I'm here because of the love of being in that ring. And if I can go out there and give it my all every time, it's not just for everyone out there, it's for me. So expect the best from me Thursday, even though I hate to fly, and on Saturday. So get to these events, because I promise you, you're not going to want to miss anything, whether it be in Pell City or Palmerdale or Jasper or Phenix City or anywhere. You get there, you find a way, you hitchhike or take a bus. GCW does not condone hitchhiking. Just get there, because it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you got to get on now so you can say you were there. So, Wicked Nemesis.
Our special guest, Wicked Nemesis. Something you'd like to throw out there for last call?
Yes, sir. Really quick, this Saturday, I will actually be confronting my big sister, the NWA Women's World Champion Tasha Simone, at NWA Top Rope. It had nothing to do with what was going to happen with GCW. Now it makes it even worse. And you guys are really going to love this. They love me in Lebanon, not Lebanon, I made that mistake, Lebanon, Tennessee. So they're really going to enjoy to hear this. But guys, we all know what happened in January. Eddie, you were there. Pandora, for the first time, for Tasha's first time in her entire career, she tapped out. She tapped to Calm Like a Bomb Pandora. Now, unfortunately, Simply Perfection were on the outside and distracted the referee, and the referee didn't see it, but alas. Now, September 15th. September 15th is the rematch. September 15th is Calm Like a Bomb Pandora against the NWA Women's World Champion, Tasha Simone. And now you throw her in to this little foray the 18th. This is just adding fuel to the fire. This Saturday, for anybody in the Southeast that wants to be there, I'm going to confront Tasha Simone, and I'm going to tell Tasha, my big sister, exactly what I think about what has transpired. And I feel sorry for you, Teddy McGinnis, because you're trusting. You said you had something to do with my big sister coming. You back a snake into a corner, it's going to strike. Never trust her. Never trust my sister. I'm telling you right now, this can only blow up in your face. So Tracy can walk away all she wants to. And if you think that Tasha's going to wipe the floor with Pandy, anybody look at the matches that have went on. It's not going to happen. Nina, one of these things just doesn't belong here. One of these things just isn't the same. Sorry, Nina. You were out of luck. And don't follow me on Twitter because you wouldn't like what I post. Any of you. Except for O'Hagan. Because O'Hagan loves me.
Yep. Yeah, he's a definite trip on Twitter. A lot of great things have been going on. And I'm going to go ahead and say this. And I said I would say this at the top of the show. Last night, 2 great events took place inside the state of Alabama. One of them I was unable to be at because of a commitment that was in place, and the front office of Global knew about this and gave me their blessing, and I'm eternally thankful. It was a bucket list item for me in a lot of ways. I had the honor and the privilege of being a part of the Mixed Martial Arts pay-per-view, which emanated from Birmingham's Boutwell Auditorium, Sport Fight X, and great crowd last night. I was doing ring announcing for the first part of the show, and I was doing commentary for the second part of the show. So a lot of people who follow me on Facebook and Twitter knew I was there, so I'm not breaking any walls down. But once again, to the front office of Global, and just as much to the front office of Sport Fight X, I want to thank you both. I had a great time last night. I miss my friends and family from GCW, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody this coming Saturday night. But like I said, and I have a tremendous time working at all the different events that I'm able to work. I genuinely feel that last night was win-win, because if I'd been in Pell City, it would have definitely been a win. Last night at Boutwell was definitely a win. And I'm at this moment in time, with the level of exhaustion that I have, as well as the factor of no voice left, I still feel like one of the most blessed individuals on this planet right now, because I'm looking at the calendar and coming out of last night at Boutwell, aiming for Phenix City, a groundbreaking night for Global Championship Wrestling. It will be. And for our friends in Eastern Alabama and Western Georgia, you've always wanted to check it out. Now's the time. Thursday night, August the 2nd, we break new ground, and it's going to be a great night. This Saturday night, August the 4th, in Palmerdale, it's going to be a great night. Once again, win, win. W-I-N. And I'm not going to say winning or anything of that ilk. I'm just going to say, if you want the best and the hardest hitting professional wrestling action to be found, you got it. Right here at Global Championship Wrestling. Ted Guinness, shameless plugs.
You can follow me on Twitter at Ted Guinness, run it all together. Other than that, leave me the hell alone.
O'Hagan.
You can follow me on Twitter at O'Hagan GCW, run it all together. Find me on Facebook at Joshua O'Hagan. And I've got a tout thing now, and honestly, I forget what I named the name at, but if you follow me on Twitter, it'll send the direct link over saying, hey, follow me on tout, and you can just click on the link. It's 15 seconds of fun. I'll tell you that much right now. Aside from that, please, don't stare through my window in the middle of the night. It's just creepy.
Wicked Nemesis, care to throw a shameless plug out there?
Well, I always will. For those for the initiated, not the uninitiated, that want to dare follow me on Twitter, it's at Wicked Nemesis. I'm on VO, Daily Motion, Ustream, Blogger, Blogspot, Facebook fan page, Wicked Nemesis, Enoch Tessarian, you name it. Of course, I've got something, funnyordie.com. Let me just say this really, really quick. Congrats to the only GCW out there. Some of the greatest talent going on, and you just got better. Adding AJ Steele to this lineup makes it that much better. If you are within range Thursday night, you do not want to miss it. Phenix City, the Great Skate Complex. I'm telling you guys, the only 6-sided ring in the entire North American continent, and that is a shoot. For those that you don't know, that means it's the truth. You are going to see some action you have never seen from some of the guys that you never thought you would see, and it is only going to get better from here. Congratulations to Mad Dog Dan Sawyer. Congratulations to the Underground, and congratulations to everybody except for Ted Guinness, who I hate more than O'Hagan hates Fly.
Folks, you can follow me on Twitter at FastEddieLayne, Layne, Facebook.com/FastEddieLayne. Once again, don't forget, you can also find us on Facebook, Facebook.com/GCWPro is the friend page. Facebook.com/GCWProWrestling is the fan page. Once again, as the music starts, don't forget, you got it. This Thursday night, August 2, Phenix City, Alabama, the Great Skateplex. Looking forward to a great night of professional wrestling there. Saturday night, August the 4th, Palmerdale, Alabama, and it's going to be fun. Thank you to our family member, J.J. Tanner, for joining the family a little bit earlier this evening, and responsibilities called him off to the side. But always a pleasure to have him on the team. Thank you to everybody who joined us over in the chat room this evening. Hold on, let me spin around real quick. Daryl B., thank you for coming over from Beyond Ringside. Hot Ice, Remy, Sweetly, Wicked Creepy, thank you all. Don't forget, this coming Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 Eastern, you join me, Wicked Nemesis, and Mark Mabo Bowman for your home for wrestling, mixed martial arts, sports talk. You got it. Beyond Ringside goes live Sunday at 5:30 p.m. For J.J. Tanner, for the voice of the underground, Ted Guinness.
So am I supposed to talk now?
Yes.
Now.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
For turkey. From Mr. O'Hagan.
I was lulled to sleep by Wicked Nemesis talking.
Oh, okay. For O'Hagan.
Good night from the man who mugged Mabo with mayonnaise.
Shoot. For special guest, pro wrestling manager, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis.
Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, TNT-radio.net, the to-be-determined show. Boom. Joey Image, Mad Dog Matt Denton, and myself. And our host this week, Rick S. Brown.
I might actually crash your show this week like you crashed ours.
Well, here's the good thing about it. I have a complete that runs my board named Mad Dog Matt Denton, and he will not answer the phone. He will hang up on you.
He never does.
He never does. He never answers the phone. So if somebody, Mad Dog Matt Denton, if Ted Guinness, I'm not going to give his number out, even though I should. It's 205-677. Oh, I'm sorry.
Stop it. Stop it.
But yeah, you're more than welcome to call in, Ted. I don't know that Mad Dog will answer, but you're more than welcome to call in anytime. Oh, Hagen, you too. I love you, Hagen.
This is the Magic City Motor Mouth, Fast Eddie Layne, saying adios, tas vidania, hasta luego, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, sayonara, adieu, arrivederci, farewell, abasenia, au revoir, until we meet again. Aloha means
Aloha
bye-bye.
means goodbye.
Join us next Sunday night at 9 o'clock.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Hold it! I got to get that last part in real quick. Join us next Sunday at 9 o'clock Central as we go ringside and beyond with Global Championship Wrestling. Bye for now. Can we all just say it on the count of 3? Global Championship Wrestling on 3. 1, 2, 3. Global Championship
GCW
Wrestling.
Herbalife.
Breakdancing.
Green Monster.
Bingo.
Transfer.
GPS directions for that.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I'm up and I can't fall down.
Stole that for me. I was just going to use that.
How many lines have we stolen from each other tonight?
Too many.
A lot.
Now, how many have we
Well,
rented?
music plays the mics are hot.
Hey! Thank you, Pac-Man.
I had a transfer.
O'Hagan will be the stunt double in the new Pac-Man movie.
Oh, there you go.
Ishmael.
Hey, you know, I think Wicked Nemesis would have a great time on Survivor because whenever their tribe gets hungry, you just throw him in the lake and all the fish will get stuck in his hair.
Ooh,
Feed him for weeks.
He is the human harpoon.
Hey, you know mermaids exist.
Hey, Guinness would be great if you're stranded, because like if you want to cook something like on a hot rock, but you need some grease, you can just wait for him to sweat and take it off his skin.
Hey, everybody remembers Lord of the Flies, fat kid died first.
Oh, we'd eat for months.
Yeah, the thing is, that can be used as a flotation device.
I'm going to float my happy butt on out of here. Easter eggs done. We're gone. Bye-bye.
Wilson!